paying for shout outs and why I believe it can and more likely will hurt your channel. Getting attention on your channel is definitely something that you want to do. You need the attention on your channel in order to grow. But I do not believe that paying people for shout outs will get you the attention that you're looking for. And that is that authentic organic growth that you hope to acquire to your channel. And the reason being, especially in this new algorithm or this new audience, because they say to replace the algorithm with audience, but I like to say replace the algorithm with AI, especially the way it is designed and what it's doing. The whole new system is designed to give the viewer, regardless of who the viewer is, content that they typically like to enjoy and content that they pretty much like. So when you're looking at it as a viewer, the algorithm is studying uh, your behavior with the machine learning mechanism that it has inside itself. It's learning your behavior, it's learning what channels you watch, what ideas you love to look at, what will probably interest you more, and then it put that in front of you on your home page. And it does that for everybody that is a viewer. Content creators are viewers themselves. So, whatever they're watching, whatever they're searching for, is going to place that in the front of you. So anytime you purchase subscribers and purchasing subscribers, they have systems out here or websites out here where you can purchase subscribers and make your channels look bigger than what they are. Or whether you're doing that or you are getting subscribers through somebody shouting you out and you paying them $25 or whatever you're paying them for, your shout out, it's doing the absolute same thing. Now some people probably even say, well, sub for sub is doing that as well, and they're probably right. They probably are right, as far as doing sub for subs. So you do have to be careful even when it comes down to you supporting others, and make sure that you are supporting others genuinely and not just because simply because that they are supporting you, but because you do enjoy the content that they're doing, and that's for your growth as well. So I can understand why people say not to do sub for subs, but I am a person that believes in supporting others. Um, Now, when I go support others, I do look at their material. I look at their videos, I read their history, their profiles. I'm looking at them, I'm researching because I want to know the people that I'm actually attaching myself to. And when you do that, ultimately, when you attach yourself to somebody, especially if you're absorbing any type of content that you're getting from them, you're taking in them, so to speak. They're giving you out their mannerism, their spirits, so to speak, their ways, their character. You're taking that stuff in. And so is very important if you are an honest based driven person with morals, not to really align yourself with people that will do manipulative things in order to gain monetary gain. And so when I am talking about the shout outs, paying for shout outs, um, I had to look at it a little bit different. Even when I approached people about the shout outs, um, I had to, because of the person I am, I have to look at it from all perspectives because that's truly how you're going to get a full picture of what's really going on with people. Now, to me, and this is why I feel why paying someone for a shout out is crazy all in itself, because the whole platform is set up to where you need subscribers and you need views, right? And those two things should really be done freely without any type of, and it is done on the platform freely without any type of guarantee to anything. So a when you make a how, what do you want to call it? An opposition, or you may propose a project, or you propose something to happen, and it's all geared around the potential of getting more subscribers or getting more views on your channel, and you attach a monetary thing on top of something that leads a person there when that potential thing is free, well, then you are being slightly manipulative. Actually, you're being largely manipulative on that because subscribers are free. Subscribers does not cost absolutely nothing. It's the one thing that we each, as viewers and content creators, can do for one another just to show our support. That doesn't come with a price tag. Everything does not cost money. The best things actually in life don't cost absolutely nothing. But in doing that, and in talking about that, and exposing certain individuals that are doing those things, um, I have to also look at the other uh, factor in this whole equation: the people that are doing the paying for the shout out. Well, in my video, I've said a lot of times people are doing this out of desperation or either not really understanding how the system works in order for it to benefit them. So most people are just frustrated because they don't see the growth on their channel the way they want it to. They don't see the views on their channel the way they want to. They see other subscribers having all these subscribers and they're not getting it. Well, those are superficial values, and it really are, because a person can have a lot of subscribers, but don't necessarily mean that they're getting a lot of views. A person can have a lot of views and then don't necessarily mean that they got a lot of subscribers. So on those metrics that people look at, you really should not look at that and just solely look at the content for what it is. Is that content giving you valuable information? Is it doing something to help grow whatever it is that you got going on? If you ain't noticing no growth from it, one or two mishaps is not growth. One or two is just people are just buying along with it because that's what everybody's doing. It's called being a follower instead of a leader. It's not because people are doing it because, oh, they solely want to do it. It's because I support this person, I'm going to come to your channel and I'm going to subscribe to you. And how I know this, because at the end of every video that anybody does this to, they say, then let them know I sent you, right? The reason why they tell you to let people know that they sent you, because ultimately they're the ones who's benefiting from the money, and then ultimately they're the ones who are going to get the glory when it all boils down to it, because they're going to get the notoriety of whatever they're saying in their videos. And a lot of people don't take the time out to watch the whole videos. A lot of people don't even take time out just to read the comments, right? So they're just writing comments without even reading what other people are saying. Because if you do, what you will notice is some content creators don't even respond back to the community to help them get to where they're at. And some content creators only validate what others are saying about them in their comments, because you will see these people where people are saying, how do I get a shout out? And what do? They send them a link to the video that says, send me $25 to get your shout out. If you really want to help somebody, why not just shout them out for free? If you're trying to get the eyes on the people, then why not do it for them for free? Why give the illusion to the people that you must buy something in order to make it happen when that is not the case? Because the majority of the people on this platform gave people absolutely nothing: no money, no gifts. They just solely put out their creativity to the world to see it, and people gravitated to them because they gave out valuable information. Plain and simple. It wasn't what a person, it wasn't because a person said, send me this or do this. It was because they just truly liked who you are. And so that's what kind of brought me to this video here about paying for shout outs and really seeing the whole manifestation of it all. Because I'm a commentary uh, um, person on this platform, and basically I give reviews, I give reaction, I give advice, and I give tips in order to help people to go about whatever it is that I'm talking about. And it's no different than what I'm doing when I'm doing commentaries and reviews or when I'm exposing people. I'm doing what I do. This is what I do. But what I also do is I also look at it from all points of view. And this is something, a message that I've always said. I'll always look at it from everybody's perspective, from my own perspective, from the person that I'm looking at it perspective, and from the viewers that are watching it perspective. And so that's what kind of got me when I was looking at some of the comments that was on these videos. And almost everybody was either saying, oh, and for this particular person, because this is who started this, it was DoorDash. They were saying, oh, DoorDash, you're doing such an amazing job. You're doing wonderful stuff for everybody. You are changing everything for Facebook. When am I gonna see my when am I gonna see my shout out? Please, DoorDash, could you please shout me out? I don't know how to go about doing it. Could you please shout me out? This is great. Oh my gosh, all the money that you're making from this. It's incredible that your fans love you this much. Well, that's because when a person goes to her video, all they see is the good stuff. They never see anything anybody says that is contrary to anything that she says. And when you do that, you censor a person. You allow a person to speak because their opinion is their opinion. On any of my videos, you will always see if anybody put anything negative on there, it stays. Because regardless if I agree with what they said or not, it's their opinion and their right. They are have a right to their opinion. And whenever you try to take that away from somebody, you're literally censoring that person. Now, if they are attacking you and just making it oblivious, then that will show as well. If a person is just coming at you to put you down, that's going to show if you leave it up, right? But if they're saying something that is correct, that will also show. And that is the reason you will never see me delete a video, delete comments off of a video, whether it's good or it's bad. You will see why a person said it and how and why I responded the way I did. And that is also how a lot of people can come back and say, well, when we tried to warn you of something, you wasn't hearing it either. And what I have to say at that point, and you're absolutely right. But now I see. And this is how you grow. This is how everybody grows. This is how we learn from each other. We don't learn from each other by everybody just telling us what we want to hear. We learn from each other by hearing the opposite sides of what's actually being said. We learn because of others' perspective. And whenever you delete or try to hide something, it's because you're trying to be manipulative to people that don't know any better. So my idea was to go into these people's comment and talk to them on their videos and ask them the question that I ask on my videos, but I wanted to get that perspective from the people that sent their money or either was asking for a shout out and couldn't afford to give it. And so that's what I did. I went through a few people and I got some feedback. Almost every person. Now, this is how you know when a person is genuine and when a person is fake. Because if I would have made this comment on DoorDash's video, it would have got deleted and nobody would have had a chance to comment. But because I went on everybody's comment, they were able to now comment back to me. And not one person was being nasty. Not one person was being rude. They just gave their opinion about how they felt and why they did what they did. And I respect that because that is their opinion and that's how they feel about what they did. And in doing so, I was able to express why I felt the way I felt as to why I even do my videos to begin with. And not one response got anything negative. It was just two grown people having a communication back and forth between the two. And that's what you need to put on your platform and allow on your platform. Whenever you go on anybody platform on this, especially when it's a large platform and you don't see nothing that anybody say against what they're saying, then you know already you are being deceived on that platform because whether or not you are, and I'm sorry for scratching my nose, y'all, my skin get real dry here in Maryland because I'm used to, you know, Florida. It has heat, but it doesn't dry out our skin like that. Um, that's how you know that they're not being authentic. You know, the word authentic that y'all use so greatly. Oh, I love it because they're so authentic and real. No, this is called putting on a show because they are directing the narrative to be whatever it is that they want the narrative to be by what they are allowing you to see and what they're allowing you to know. That is a form of manipulation. And I'm going to read some of these comments because they were good and they were valid. And it also allows you to get to see how people are thinking about what's happening. But what I will say, almost everybody that comment almost said the same thing. But hold on. Now, on this particular video, I'm not going to say who the people are, but they will know based off of our conversation who it is. And if you go by the channel, you will as well. So I'm going to make it a little harder for you to be able to find these comments, but I will read it. So on one of um, the comments I put, I said, well, I saw your comment on DoDash video about shout outs, and you mentioned you was going to start charging $25 to shout out their channel if they paid if they paid you money. If someone subscribed to your channel that is free, why would you charge someone anything just to mention their channel on your video? If you genuinely want to help someone, you will do that for free. Did any of your subscribers have to pay to subscribe to pay to subscribe to you? No, they didn't. So because you inspired them with your creativity, simply because they enjoyed your content. Greed got people doing all kind of stuff, and DoorDash is a scammer. Please don't adapt to her ways. It may eventually hurt your channel. Her response to me was, I never said I was going to charge people. Okay. She said, I said I was going to do shout outs. I'm under 5,000 subscribers. Okay, so she don't look at herself as a big channel. She looks at herself as a small channel. And I will say how many, how many people she have on her channel so far as to, her following along with what's going on. So she said, but thank you for stopping by my channel. And I said, well, if you're doing so, then do so genuinely because you care. I said, if people send you money, then they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. I see so many viewers asking her give them a shout out and then and she responds by sending them a link to the video that tells them to send $25. Does that sound genuine? I hope your channel continues to grow the correct way and be genuine to those that follow you. So after I read her response about saying thank you for the channel, um, because I didn't see that before I sent this message, I responded back. I said, well, you're welcome, but I know enough about the system to pause the video, make my comment, and exit out the video before it counts as a view. I said, when I support someone, I want it to be genuine. I wrote you to make you and others aware of what is going on. I'm a very honest person, and you be blessed. And then she responded back by saying, and I appreciate that. You be blessed as well. Right? And that was a genuine conversation. Now, the reason I told her I paused the video, anybody that I do not want to make it seem, because a lot of people feel like, well, you saw my information on DoorDash and now it brought you to me and I got a view from you. Well, no, because I've had people comment that to me, not her. That's not what I'm getting from her. But I've had people comment that for me. And like I told them, actually, No, you didn't because I paused it before you could. In order to get a view, you have to stay on that channel for at least a minute of watching it actively. If you pause the video and you make a comment and you do not watch more than a minute worth of that video, it won't count as a view. Matter of fact, it'll show you it as a view, and then you'll notice the view drop back off of your account because that person didn't meet the threshold on the view. And I do so because at this point, I really want people to know that if I support you, I'm supporting you, not because of what DoorDash did by telling you to do this $25 cash out, shout out. Not because of that, but because I'm supporting you because of your content. That's it. Because I am encouraged. I like what I see and I want to see more of it. So like I said to her, I am an honest person and this is why I did it. So I'm letting you know why I did it because I wanted to see her true response to why she did what she did, because we can make videos all day long to people to expose her and some will wake up, but then there will be others that will continue to follow along. So I want to see why, and the only way I can know why is just to simply ask. And doing that, you will find some that will not uh speak to you or talk to you or brush you off. You will find that, right? But I am prepared for that, especially in the line of work that I do. I'm also prepared for that in the videos that I partake in and the style of videos that I partake in. As a commentary, if you do not listen to the views of comments of your viewers or go out to seek their opinions and to hear what they say, you will remain one-sided on everything. It will only be for what you see it as. But when you reach out to other people, you get to see what they were thinking when they did what they did, and it gives you a bigger picture of why they did something or what made them believe to do otherwise. Therefore, it's educating each other. Okay, here is another video that I commented on, and once again, I will not disclose this person's information. I said, I saw your comment on DoorDash and you paid $25 for the shout out that you are waiting to hear her say on your channel. It's free to subscribe to anyone's channel, so why would you pay someone to shout out so others can come subscribe to your channel? I said, if someone is genuinely wanting to help you, then why mention your channel? Why not just mention their channel for free or your channel for free? I said DoorDash is a scammer, and she uses a method necessary to depart people from their money, including using God's name and making her viewers feel like you're doing what she says you're doing by being obedient to God and going against haters. Well, people are not hating when they are telling the truth. I pray your channel grows the right way. You may get subscribers from some of their cult-based followers, but the real question is, will they really watch your videos? People watch your videos and ads on them is how you really get paid. Well, this person, another female, she responded back to me and she said, the shout outs is to introduce people to my site, not necessarily pay for subscriptions. I blessed her with $25. Again, a blessing with $25. I don't look back on anything I do when I bless someone. She has a wide range of subscribers who actually are genuine. I have gained some subscribers from her that love my content, that actually wants to see cooking and gardening. So I am keeping a positive vibe. I don't hate on anyone for anything they do, but thanks for your concern though. I get it, but thanks. Okay. And then she wrote back before I ever respond. She said, and furthermore, I am a positive person. I don't disrespect anyone. I respect anyone's views on the channel on YouTube. Everyone has their own struggles. Everyone deals with their struggle differently. So if my channel gets hurt, it is your comment that will hurt my channel. So stay blessed. So she felt the need to tell me by actually reaching out to her and asking this, I was going to damage her channel. So once again, I'm going to respond to what she says, and I do. I go, well, if you take on this concept of charging people for shout outs, aren't you taking advantage of them? Ultimately, the shout outs will be for people to go to their channels and subscribe, right? I said, DoorDash have people deceived because she deletes a lot of her posts and videos that expose her. Then she deletes comments that she feels make everyone sees her for who she truly is, a scammer. That Cash App shout out started because DoDash made a community post asking people to send money to get a Cash App for her birthday. When the first person sent money for her birthday, she put it out. She put it if you please. She put on it, would you please shop me out? Thank you. DoorDash then deleted the community post and made a video telling everyone God gave her a vision about people sending her cash out for shout outs. Out of nowhere, this lady sent her a cash app and asked for a shout out. The lady sent the cash out because you asked for your birthday. As a supporter, as a supporter, she did so. From that DoorDash stated in her video that if you did so, you were being obedient to God because of her vision to her. That is pure manipulation. You ever notice that on there are comments saying, have you ever noticed that there are no comments saying anything against what says on her videos, yet she claims she has all these haters? Well, that's because she deletes them. She got all y'all brainwashed in manipulation. The concept would eventually hurt your channel. You may get subscribers, but will they really watch your material? They are being brought, not organically grown on its own. I said people watch your ads is what pays the creators, not the subscribers. And then I ended by saying, I said, it's my comment that will make people aware of the truth. I said, it's your creativity and authenticity, if done correctly, that will keep your viewers by that will keep your viewers. My intention is not to hurt, but to help small content creators. Too much misinformation stunt your YouTube growth and may potentially get a violation on the platform. I said, you don't have to disrespect anyone when you're telling the truth. Even with DoorDash, I wish her the best, but she has to change her manipulative ways. I wish you much success to your journey on your journey, and I hope someday something about your channel bring thousands, if not millions, of viewers. Just not with the misleading tactics. That doesn't work. I said you will learn that as you continue to grow on this platform. Right? And from that conversation, nothing else transpired between me and her. Okay, now this particular person has been on YouTube for 12 years and they do have content, so they are a content creator, but they only have 25 videos and only 150 subscribers. So I could see why she paid for shout outs if she truly believed that that would bring people to her channel in the way that she said. It's just to get people. The shout out was just to get people to my channel. But the paying her to do so is the part I'm saying. If she just shouted at you out just to shout you out, then that was great. But if she's paying people to shout you out, that is not genuine. And she's telling people, because people are saying, they're not getting growth, yet, it's slow. I mean, they're saying this in their comments. They're saying it, and they're saying it in a way so it won't really hurt DoorDash, but they're just giving you their truth. But the truth, that's the thing with truth, people. The truth is never going to lie, and the truth um, will reveal what's really going on. You just got to pay attention and listen to it. Um, and the other person that I read the comment from, uh, she has been on YouTube for, she has been on YouTube now for, let's see, since 2006. So she knows the platform pretty well. She has 4,200 and about 10 subscribers, or because they don't really show you the number. And she has 249 videos. But on her videos, it don't really get a lot of views. So I can understand why she might want to um, adapt this to her. Now, she was the one who said she never said she was going to charge. She just said that she was going to do the shout outs. But with her, she said that she just wanted to support her. Same thing the other one said. She just wanted to support DoorDash. And so she's not really looking at, she paid at the $25 as, oh, I paid her for the shout out. But That's because you're being delusional with yourself at that point. Because without you sending that $25, she would have never shouted you out. So if that's the way you have to reason with yourself to what happened or why you did it, then again, that's your opinion and that's your valid feeling. But the truth of the matter is, unless you sent her the $25, you would have never received the shout out. And then finally, it was this beautiful soul here that I reached out. She sort of reminded me of my grandma, really. And she's from Africa. And so I do watch her and have been watching her long before I ever realized she was attached to DoorDash. So I am subscribed to her and I'm still subscribed to her because I love her content. I enjoy what she does. Now, for this person, I will say her name. Her name is um, Mrs. Long Iswa Holy John. Okay, and I'm gonna spell that out as well as I'm going to put a clip of who she is because I think she's a sweetheart. Her name is spelled Lugiswa, and her last name is spelled Holejan. This is she has 848 subscribers, and she's been on YouTube now for hold on, she's been on YouTube now since 2024, so about 4 years. And she has a total of 87 videos, and she is pretty active on YouTube. Now, the thing with her is she has a lot of subscribers, but she doesn't really get a lot of views on her video. So I can understand even with her as to why she would want to reach out and do be a part of what had happened with the shout outs with DoorDash. I get why people are doing it. I just don't necessarily agree with the $25, but I definitely get why they do it. Okay, so on here, I told her, like I said, the rest. I saw your comment on DoorDash page asking her to shout you out. I said she sent you the link to the video so you can send her $25 in order to shout her out. I said, please do not pay for a shout out. If a person wants genuine shout you out, they will do it for free. Subscribing to someone's channel is free, so why would anyone charge you to shout you out so others would subscribe to you? I said DoorDash is a scammer, and I continue to pray your channel grow the right way. And she responded with a sweet self. She responded. She said, "Those who pay, my queen, pay because they can afford it. Even if I wanted to pay, I could not afford it. Too much because here in South Africa, no one is forced to do what they do not want to do." Right? She said in South Africa, they're not forced to do what they're not wanting to do. They do it because they want to, not force me. I don't have that kind of money lying around, even if I wanted the shout out. Let's live those who want to do it, my queen. Let's enjoy our journey as God destined us to. And then she sends a prayer emoji and then said, "You understand me?" And I do understand what she's saying. And she's saying basically, she can't afford to do this. She can't afford to get send nobody no money for a shout out. So she won't be sending anything. And if someone wants to shout her out, they're gonna have to shout her out for free. And I totally agree with that concept, whether you can afford it or not. We are saying absolutely the same thing. Now she is saying that in Africa they're not forced to do anything. But in America, you're not forced to do anything either. And you have free will to do what you want, right? But there are ways people can manipulate you to do the things that they want you to do. And this is what I was telling Mrs. This is what I was telling her. I cannot pronounce her name, and Lord knows I do not want to mess up her name. Uh, understand why she's doing what she's doing, but I just don't necessarily agree with the $25 shout out. If someone was going to do it, they was going to do it genuinely. And she's a sweet soul. So I would say for those that want to learn more about her, because she's going to open you up to the South African culture, to go over to her channel and subscribe to her channel and watch her videos, and then subscribe to her channel. Because she do allow a different culture, a different side of our culture, basically, of our people of color. Okay. And South Africans can also be white too, because that don't necessarily mean your skin has to be dark. It's just the culture and the area in which she comes from. But it shows us a different side of that. And that's what I love about her channels and a lot of my South African brothers and sisters, regardless of what part of Africa they're in. You allow us to enter into your world where we may have never been able to do so. So I shared these just to show you the diversity on what everybody said and how they felt. And almost all said that they sent the money because they wanted to support DoorDash. Okay, they believed in her, so that's why they sent the money. And that is a genuine statement. That I truly believe is genuine. They sent her the money because they really wanted to. But here's where the disconnect begins, and this is where it ends. Had y'all would have never sent her the money, you would have never gotten the shout out. And if you didn't send her the money, you still don't have a shout out, right? And even if you did send her the money, it's a possibility you still don't have a shout out. So this is the whole point of why I'm trying to get to for people to understand that people are using manipulation to gain money for themselves. DoorDash could care less about her viewers and whether or not their channel is growing, even though she's giving you all the hype in the world on her channels. She can care less about your success. The only person she cares about is DoorDash and getting money for DoorDash because this woman has an expensive luxury spending habit. And so her money can't support her habit. So if you are into supporting habits, like, and we all have our struggles, because Lord knows I had mine for a time or two. Like gambling was my thing at one time, and I had to get over that. But I did not want anybody to give me their money to support my habit. You know, I didn't smoke and I never drunk. But if I did do that, I wouldn't want somebody to give me money to support that habit because that's a demon or whatever it is that I have that I need to get over on my own, not use people to get over that. Okay? And from my own lesson, I could tell you when you are addicted to something, and she is addicted to money, when you are addicted to something, you got to find a genuine way to break away from that. And typically that way is through God. And so using God as the reason you should do manipulative things is wrong all in itself. Like I told y'all, I'm very open, I'm very honest. I will share with you even my own struggle and what it took me to get through my struggles as well. So that way you can get a clear picture and why I'm so passionate about things because I know if it wasn't for the grace of God, that habit that I had with gambling could have led me to where I could have never recovered from. Okay. So the fact that I had the grace of God to deliver me from that, to where I don't want to do it at the level that I was doing it at. Now, do I purchase? Yeah, every now and then I do. Because my thing is, hey, well, why not? But at any point, if I feel like I have to, like, hey, this is getting out of control, then I have to stop. Eventually, my desire would be for God to just completely take it away from me. And I know the day that when He ever do that, it will happen. But it's not something that I want to hold on to. It's not something that I want to define who I am. So that I think that's where DoorDash is having her issue is because she is so encaptivated by money that she is so willing to do whatever is necessary to get that said money. And that's where the problem comes in at. But the purpose of this video was to show you all sides of how everybody feels and then why they do what they do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have never been on any of my videos, I encourage you to go watch some of it so you can really understand and know who I am. And if you like the content that you saw, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And as always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first. And toodles.